Has 343 Industries actually fixed it? Well, I don't want to jinx it, but I've seen a massive downtick in cheating on Halo Infinite. I am also a man of my word, and I said if 343 makes some changes to improve the state of the game, I'll give credit where it's due. It seems like the safety and security team over at 343 have actually, for the time being, gotten on top of the cheating issue on Halo Infinite. Now, does that mean you guys won't run into a couple? Absolutely not. But will they get banned faster? It seems that way. Now, this is no easy task, as almost every single video game nowadays has cheating in it. They run rampant, griefing in games, going after streamers, trying to ruin the experience of people who play their games. But as someone who routinely looks through Halo Infinite on most social media platforms, and it got really bad there for a while, I've seen a sharp decrease in the amount of cases being posted and reported. For a little while there, when the new anti-cheat rolled out, and I covered a lot of it on the channel, the cheating was really bad. Really important I point out, it's not the anti-cheat that is causing these issues, it's the new networking model. Because desync is removed now the cheaters can fly around. They always could see through walls, they always did have aimbot, but they couldn't fly around. However, now that desync is removed, now they can fly around. In any case, I've seen a downtick in the amount of cheaters on the game, which is a really good sign. Now, I had a feeling this would happen. I was hoping if we brought awareness to it through YouTube videos and social media posts and people submitting tickets, it would force 343 to take the issue seriously. I'm glad we've seen an improvement. Of course, this is going to be an ongoing thing. The cheaters will improve their cheats, 343 will improve their anti-cheat. It'll never be completely fixed, but for the time being, I'm glad 343 is taking it seriously. Some other good news, and I've had people submit images to me, is that 343's replies to the tickets people submit about the cheaters has actually changed as well. In the message now, it says they've reviewed the provided information and taken the appropriate action on the violation that happened, meaning the cheater was banned for what they did. And what made me even happier was to see this specific message was for cheaters on the Master Chief Collection. This means 343 is taking action against them too. However, I will say the cheating issue on the Master Chief Collection is much worse. I'm not sure if 343 is going to be able to get on top of that, but they definitely can with Infinite. It's also really important to note that if someone is changing their gamertag live in-game to someone else, example on screen here, when you report that player, it takes a copy of everybody's gamertags in the game from Halo Waypoint, and that Waypoint version will show the true gamertag, not the falsified spoofed account. Only took them 10 years, but I'm glad 343 finally has a workaround for this, as the changing gamertags issue is more on Xbox's side, not 343's. In the example I just showed, they were copying Lucid's gamertag. As a very quick side note, I don't think the cheaters are all that smart because they've done it so much now. It is so obvious when someone does it, but 343 knows you're doing this, so no one's going to get banned anymore, so you're literally just wasting your time. Now, with 343 actually taking steps to stop cheating on Halo Infinite, you're probably like, well, Remy, you can finally relax. We've brought it to 343's attention. They're fixing it. The worst is over. And well, you'd think that, but no. Next up is 343's broken ass ranked matchmaking, the most popular playlist in Halo Infinite, and it is completely busted, replacing one issue with another. If you want to see just how busted 343's skill-based matchmaking truly is, I'll link one of my most informative videos about it in the end screen. But what's happened now is that players will purposely start dying to lower their KDs, their kill to death ratio, once they know there's a pretty good percentage chance they're going to win. Why are ranked players doing this? Because of 343's awful matchmaking system. If you don't perform very well, the team balancing next game is going to give you the best players in the lobby. That's right, by not performing at peak, you'll be given the most unfair teams your way, and it practically gives you a free win. I want 343 to see that the system they have in place at the moment is broken, that there is a very easy fix if they want to do it, but at the moment it's like a band-aid on a gaping wound, and every implementation they try to fix it really does not work. Now, the most extreme case of this, and it's the best example I can give, is an account called Bopsville. He tries to hide his stats on Halo Infinite so you can't see what he's doing, but thankfully there's websites out there that he can't hide his stats on. Here are his stats, and by consistently getting a low KD on purpose and only going for the objective when he has to, he has gotten to the top 10 rank in the world, over 3000 CSR at peak, being higher than pro players, and it's mainly by him griefing, suiciding, and ruining the experience for other people. Pro level players at the highest level don't want to be on his team, so they'll just leave the game. This means 1, he won't lose any CSR because someone quit, And 2, he's free to throw the game now and get lots of deaths for no kills, and then the next match he'll have very good team balancing. The next game where he does get the good team balancing, instead of excelling, he'll purposely do the bare minimum to win, so the system again next game will give him the same team balancing. It also doesn't help that regardless of performance, he will always gain or lose 7 CSR because of how high rank he is. He doesn't even have to play the games at this point. As the skill-based matchmaking is so broken, it actually takes into account how bad his performance is, and then all he has to do is slightly overperform that by just getting a couple kills, and the game will give him a free win. The fact that someone can do this, and it actually works, just goes to show just how broken 343 Industries' hidden matchmaking rating system is. This hidden value system is completely busted. The fact that it takes into account the last game you played, and if you perform well, you get heavily punished the next game. If you perform bad, you get gifted a win. The system is broken, and you as the player are being manipulated, and it's something that should be changed. At the very least, fix it for ranked. You match players based on your rank, and then you balance teams on that same rank. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And then to stop players smurfing, you re-implement the fix you had for Halo 5, that if the system detects someone is smurfing as they've thrown all their placement games, and then all of a sudden they've gotten really good, ban them like you did on Halo 5. Problem solved. But the fact that this is a thing, someone has almost 3,000 CSR by barely playing the game, and that by purposely doing the bare minimum, at least in terms of KD, their team balancing is much better. So there you have it. One problem being fixed, another issue arises. Bringing awareness to these issues is how they get fixed, and I do my best to show you guys everything that happens behind the scenes with this game, so then you know more about what's going on. If you do want to know more about Halo Infinite's skill-based matchmaking, click on the video on the end screen here. It'll explain all about it. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.